Welcome to Audrey's reading area on this fun day Friday. Yes, inspirational Friday. It was a beautiful day today in spite of all of that rain. I hope you guys had a beautiful day too. Shout out to my grandbabies, Korea, Sana, David the Third, and Kaden. I miss you. I love you. Pray every day that I get to see you guys again. If you guys are watching this video and you know them, tell them I said that. Tell them Grammy misses them. Thank you so much. So, yes, I have an inspirational story that I will be reading to you guys. I'm not sure which magazine it's taken from, but it is called Building Resilience in Children and Youth. I took this out of a magazine a while ago, so I don't remember the magazine title, or which magazine I took it from. Let me try and look and see, and in the meantime I'm going to shout out all you guys that are here today listening to me read on this inspirational fun day Friday, right? Alexa, what time is Audrey's reading area?
Here's something I found on the web.
She just won't get it
According
right.
to legal.com.
Alexa, stop. Let's try this again. Alexa, what time is Audrey's reading area?
Audrey reads in her area live at 8 o'clock p.m.
Live at 8, you guys. She got it right. Live, live at 8 o'clock. All right. She got it right the second time around. Second time around. Okay, AdventistWorld.org, May of 2021 is where I got this book, this article from. This is Building Resilience in Children and Youth. We all play a role. We all play a role. And I am looking to see who the author is. Alina, Baltazar, PhD, MSW in Director of the Master of Social Work Program, Associate Professor of Social Work for the School of Social Work. All right, you guys. Building resilience in children and youth. We all of us, parents, teachers, family, relatives, friends, we all play a role in building resilience in children and youth, meaning they can bounce back. If something happens, they get down, they get sad, and they can bounce back. That's what resilience is. So, I love this little picture of this little guy. So let me get into reading this. No one is immune to life's changes. The COVID-19 pandemic has made that clear to any doubters and raised the issue of resilience on into the top tiers of popular news topics. And I guess I'm reading this because it's coming right back. Seems to be coming back. Hope not. Resilience is the capacity to maintain competent functioning in the face of major life stressors. Since social problems are not going away, how do we create a culture in which children can do well in spite of adverse life experiences? So children can do well in spite of those negative things that keep happening. Yes. Resilience is not a personality trait that someone is born with, but rather a capacity that develops over time. Think of resilience as a balance with negative life experiences on one end and endurance or survival factors on the other end. The more factors a child has, the more resilient they will be, the better to cope with difficulties that will inevitably come their way. Resilience happens at the individual, interpersonal, and community levels. Acknowledging limits. Before we explore how to build resiliency, we need to acknowledge its limits. Adverse childhood experiences have a cumulative effect. The more childhood experiences have a cumulative effect. The more childhood traumas a person experiences, the worse their emotional and physical outcomes. That's why early intervention, Early intervention is key to limiting the negative impact. That doesn't mean that what is discussed in this article can't help a child who has been through severe adversity, but improvement may be limited. Improvement may be limited if you wait till they get older. At the individual level, children who are more resilient have certain personality characteristics. Children who have a perceived level of self-control are able to adapt to changes in life, are able to connect with others, have a sense of faith and hope, are outgoing, and have good stress management skills to cope with life's stressors effectively. Some children are more likely to be born with these strengths, but these strengths may also be built in the context of relationships. Building self-esteem. Resilience begins with building self-esteem, but that doesn't happen in a vacuum. It comes from feedback from others on what we do and who we are as a person. This occurs in relationships. Ideally, this starts in the home. Every child has their strengths. Every one of the children have their own strengths. Be specific and honest in your encouragement so that a child will be they'll more likely believe and then internalize those positive statements. This helps build a positive connection between parent and child. According to the U.S. National Longitudinal Study of Adolescent to Adult Health, regardless of race, ethnicity, and socioeconomic status, children who reported feeling connected to a parent are protected against many different kinds of risks, including emotional distress, suicidal thoughts, and attempts, cigarette, alcohol, and marijuana use, violent behavior, and early sexual activity. Family meals. Another great way to build resiliency in the home is to have regular family dinners. In most cultures, sharing food is an important part of bonding. You ever notice when you want to talk to your boss about something, or your boss wants to talk to you about something, or you get meetings, it's always over food. It's always over food. It's the bonding, and I don't know, eating makes me happy. How about you guys? Eating always makes me happy. Research has found that the more family meals that occur in the home, up to 5 times a week, the more the child benefits. According to research, eating family meals together results in higher academic test scores, lower rates of obesity, fewer suicidal thoughts attempts, less substance abuse, less early sexual activity, fewer school suspensions, less bullying, and an increased likelihood of wearing a seatbelt and a bicycle helmet. Family meals can happen at any time of the day and should be pleasant and positive. They work by helping a parent be aware of what is going on in their child's life, strengthening positive emotion through interaction, improving family communication, and providing an opportunity for positive role modeling. Caring adults. Unfortunately, not all children have a supportive parent or stability at home. Even youth with positive parental relationships benefit from another caring adult in their life. Researchers have consistently found that one factor that leads to resilience is a caring adult in a child's life whom they can identify with and receive support from. And y'all teachers out there, yes, that includes you too, or us too. The most critical element to academic success within a school is a student developing a mentor relationship with a responsible, caring adult. According to a study by the California Mental Foundation Research, 98% of youth who were mentored stayed in school, 85% did not use drugs, 98% did not become a teen parent, and 98% did not join a gang. The church community provides a wonderful opportunity to build mentoring relationships in Sabbath school, Pathfinders, Adventist youth, and other youth activities. Sometimes these relationships are built through such extracurricular activities as educational trips, sports, music, and community programs such as Big Brothers, Big Sisters of America. Of course, in any mentor relationship, there must be safe boundaries to prevent inappropriate behavior by mentors. Some adults intentionally prey on vulnerable youth, and or inappropriate relationships develop over time with increased intimacy. Living in community. Although one-on-one relationships are important, we also live in the communities. Church is beneficial in building mentoring relationships and also in providing our youth a community and a foundation of faith. Though much faith building can happen individually, it can also grow in the context of a Christian community. What youth are struggling with today is a sense of loss of connection to a community. Their increased reliance on social media can create higher levels of isolation and loneliness. Churches need to intentionally connect with their youth and encourage them to connect with one another. Children spend more time in school than in any other community. Schools must promote positive cooperative behavior and a culture of education. This begins by helping students interact with one another. It can happen in a small group discussions designed to encourage students to get to know one another better. Teachers can help by calling their students by name, establishing clear boundaries in the classroom, and then enforcing and modeling those boundaries. When students experience their school as a community, it helps to improve their learning, behavior, and even health outcomes. Research in international meaning other countries, context, confirm the information shared here. Variations exist between cultures and the rituals used to aid in recovery. These traditions should be honored, if at all possible, by those who provide aid to youth at risk from a different culture. Resilience, I'm loving that word. Resilience is essential in this sinful world. I'll read that again. Resilience is essential in this sinful world. You heard me? You heard? So, resilience is nurtured by proactive connections with parents, mentors, churches, and schools. Within our sphere of influence, we all play a role in developing positive relationships. The end of this story. Written by Alina Baltazar, PhD, MSW. Again, I'm going to show you this picture. Resilience. Him bouncing back. Wow. Thank you guys for being here and listening to me read fun, exciting, and inspirational stories. I hope this story inspired you. And all my little kitties here, I hope they inspired you to build resilience in your kids and to build resilience within yourself. And children and the youth everywhere, they need to be resilient, like it said. They need to be resilient in this time of life, in these days and times. So thank you so much for being here, listening to me read. And I hope I'm encouraging you to pick up a story, pick up a book, even if it is a comic book. Just pick it up and read. And the only way to get better at it, if you feel like you're not good at reading, the only way to improve is to actually pick up a book and just keep practicing. Just keep practicing. That's how we all get it, by practice. So don't feel bad. Just pick up and practice. And you don't have to do that in front of anybody. You can do that on your own, by yourself, in your room. you need some books, try to contact me. I will get you some books. I got plenty of them. So thank you for being here at Audrey's Reading Area. Audrey's Reading Area on this fantastic, inspirational Friday. Hope I've inspired you. So, shout out to my mom, who's usually here. Shout out to my cousin Alina and my friend Victoria, who always share my videos. Shout out to you guys. Thank you for being here. I will see you again on Monday. Monday is a holiday, but I will still be here for you. Live, L-I-V-E. I'll be here live at 8 on Monday. And I will see you then. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the holiday, your 3-day weekend. Enjoy it. I will see you soon. And since you have Monday off, there's no reason why you can't tune in to Audrey's Reading Area. And don't forget to go on over to YouTube, to Audrey's Reading Area. Smash it for me. Smash that subscribe button. And I will see you soon.